A man just called for me play a Uri tune. And we hear say Uri dead. Oh, wow, man.
Yeah. This is not a Uri say.
Pass away.
Iowa FM is Roots Rock Reggae. Hear this. And all them other little stations there. What me say?
My belly hurt me, Rasta.
A straight reggae. You hear that?
My belly hurt me. This is the cutting edge, and I remember there with you next Wednesday. When Rastafari just come and hear them and say Babylon, it relates to police, but on a wider level, it relates to a system that really oppress African people, Rasta people. So people never did like you when you say Babylon because the police them take it personal and want to beat and say, yeah man, call me Babylon now, I give you some rotted liquid them stick. So Rasta man gone further and him say, Ballad, him call men and people, we'll call say men and people are what them used to say Babylon. Him say no, him say Ballad, trace those Ballad. No trouble for man a Ballad, no, them take it personal. They say, hey, you see the dirty and Rasta call people, but them Ballad, them head, just like how the policeman take it personal. Now people who ball them head not take it personal. I say Rasta talk about chase crazy Ballad out of town, but it's a metaphor. It's all about the metaphor. When you say Babylon, it's a metaphor. It's just serious. You're using one word in place of a next word. You know, it's like when a woman say, man a dog. She don't really mean say you's a dog with 4 foot. She means say you go out there all the while and look any little thing, anything, they on 2 foot, you grab it, you understand? So don't feel no way. And now I will leave one out and I rush quick for them Shazam. Never hear that version there. Yeah, the Danny Sims version. I will leave out, try to figure out which part Muta get that version there. Danny Sims. Nice time, alternative mix. This is the cutting edge. So, we're still on the Black History thing, you know. I want to tell you something else. Now, contribution, African people contribution to the world civilization. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we start again with a 0 at 10. Now, if you study Roman Greek, where them use as numbers, them not use them use letters. Them say I is 1, I is 2, I is 3, and IV is 4, and V is 5, VI is 6, and then reach a X, 9, and reach a X. Them say that is 10, and then them start again. So, them really use letters. So what you know say, is African people, some black people in North Africa near the Moors. But sure, the Europeans, them say, watch ya, don't mix up the thing. If you use A as alphabets, don't put it in a, like, if a man go spell a word, him spell it with the numbers them. You have to spell it with the alphabet. So here what we're going to do now, we're going to give you some other aspect. We're going to give you some things named numbers. The African them say we're going to give you something with numbers. And numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you go to 10. So you don't have to use A, B, C, D, E, F, G to identify how much money you owe me. You just give me it in numbers. When I ask you for your name now, you spell it in letters. That is how white people come know, especially Rome and Greece, where they control the world at the time. Rome and Greece come realize, say, oh yes, it can't work that way there. It can't work that way there. So the alphabet was separated from numerical things. And you have a difference in spelling and a difference in adding, called subtraction, addition, or whatsoever. This was given to the Europeans by the Moors who went into Granada in Spain and governed it for 700 years. 700 years. You remember what I say? African people was in Granada in Spain for 700 years. They are the ones who helped to build the most beautiful and greatest, buildings in Spain. If you go to a place named Bardo, the street them was built by these people called the Moors. And street light was planted in Spain because of these African people, black people, who them call the Moors. So that is something for you really go in your Google, go Google. The Moors who was in Spain for 700 years, 700 years, and gave Spain a lot of its opulence that they now boast about. Was built, a lot of the buildings and the places that is there was built by black people. So, say, and a whole lot of people might not have known this, but we said it before upon this program, yeah. Did you know that California is one of the countries, well, not country, one of the counties, one of the states in America produce the most food. It produces the most food. Now, a whole heap of the work of them in the field them come from Mexico. Mexico them come from. Now, these places was stolen by white people from the Mexican them. And now we hear that the Mexican them is aliens if them go across the border. If you're there at Tijuana and you go across the border into San Diego, you're liable to go to jail and prison because you're not an American. Now, the presumptuousness of this argument is that these people thief the land from the Native American them. Them come from Europe, thief the land from the people them. And now them are tell them people them who used to live there before them, say them is alien. Because there was a time when all of that land was just one land. It was not California and Texas and all these places. You know, see it? It's them come divide up, just like how them divide up Africa and call one place that and call another place that and make the people them, the nation them fight against the nation them. It's the same way now them go to America and divide up the place and call California, call Texas, and not for them land, not for them land. The Native American them was there on this island called Turtle Island. Years, hundreds of years before them come there running from religious persecution in Europe. And the problem with it, and the thing with it is that when we go to fill them place, we's an asset to them, asset. Yes, even when them in slavery, we were an asset in the Caribbean here. When we go there upon the banana boat, them, we was an asset to England. When the Moors find themselves in a Granada, in a Spain, the Moors them was an asset to them. Anyway, them go them destroy and control and manipulate the people them, and then make the thing come like this for them own. And we know say America is not a white man country. It was stolen. So whether you're black or you're white, you're trespassing on the red man land. So we'll tell you some historical things here with America, where all of these places where the white man take away, and now call the people them who own it aliens, and then push the true owners of the land on things named reservation. So them have California as them fruit basket, and them have the Mexican them who go over the border for work. And also some of them go over there legally, some go illegally, but then them that come there illegally, them come from Europe, from Ireland and Scotland and all them places there, and come over there, come take all the people them land. You understand? And we realize that is a print of Europeans. Anywhere them go, them control the people them land, so them control the people them, devastate the land and the history, and rewrite and reprint all of the things them that is truth and fact. So them go to Australia, cook. You ever hear about a man they cook? Yes. Them go to Australia and devastate the Aboriginal people them, control them land and put them on the worst part of the land. And now the Australian them is like nobody on them own land. As a matter of fact, the Aboriginal them have to still a fight to get back some of them land from these people. Can you believe that? Them still a fight to get back some of them land. That is why you always have animosity between Europeans and other people. Just like when them go to India. India and Pakistan is one country, you know. One country. But white man go there and divide it up and call one place Pakistan, one place India. It's a terrible thing, terrible thing. Them go there and divide up all sorts of things. So we have to go really reclaim certain things, you know, when we are talking about reclaiming. Reclaim things with them come here so, and them see the Tainos them, kill the Tainos them, even the Caribs them tell you about all the Caribs them was cannibal and them used to eat out the Tainos them. And them come with them disease and poison out the people them. Them virus and all them things, they come kill out the people them. And then them tell you now, so why the Tainos was, you know, them never so civilized because them never know Jesus. So them have to bring the gospel of Jesus to them. Meanwhile, them have to bring the gospel of Jesus to them. Them have to kill out the people them. Them chop out the people them and I tell them they must go look for gold. And if you don't come back with no gold, them cut off your wrist. It's a serious thing we are talking about. Some of them tell you them tell you in a school book because them know why you get vexed. But them cut off the tie in them wrist because them don't find no gold. In Belgium, them cut off the people them and cut off them foot. Cut off your foot. Because them tell you if you go look for rubber and look for gold and look for this and that, and you don't find it. Thousands of people end up with no wrist and no foot. That's a serious thing. So we see the devastation, they rename things. New York is York in England. You know, what do you call it? Manchester is England. All of the parishes them of Jamaica is controlled and manipulated by names and places that is already in England. And we don't really understand that. We don't understand, say, right now we do have no parish where reflect nobody in Jamaica. We do have no parish. We say, this parish was named after Marcus Garvey. This is Marcus Garvey. That St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, St. Thomas, Portland, Kingston, all of them. It will have nothing to do with the majority of people living in the country. Nothing at all. And we keep maintaining it. We have a university in the West, University of the West Indies. Most of the people them go up there, black people, them are not in there. Jamaican people prefer to call themselves West Indian than African. Them prefer to call themselves West Indian than African. Which part West Indians come from? The man answer name Chinese. He never go to China yet and him name Chinese or him name Chinese. Because you identify with that land. You identify with that land, just like how you identify the Indian them with that land. Them come from India. We name West Indian. Which part of the majority of Jamaican people is Indian? It is the mistake that Columbus made when them come here and them think he was on a continent and them think he wasn't in India. We don't talk this thing because we just said things and mix up things, show we name Rasta, you know. We are say factual. Christopher Columbus was on his way to India because they wanted to find an easier route to India to do trading. Them didn't want to trade in a cloth and all them something there. So them decided them now take the road, what them call it, Silky Road from Afghanistan, go right road. Them say them going to go to travel west to reach east. The man was going to India and him get lost. it is a Moor on the ship. Him chief navigator was a Moor who directed the ship into good waters. Because even though them say Christopher Columbus discovered America, it's lie. Christopher Columbus never landed in America no time at all. He was sick on the boat. Christopher Columbus never landed on the shores of Jamaica. Him stay out of St. Anne's and the man them come out and see the people them, and them stick the flag of Spain in the name of King Ferdinand Quisbella in the dirt and say him and name this now for the land is now part of the Spanish colonies. So Christopher Columbus tell a lie. Because when Christopher Columbus reached us, he thought that he was in India. He thought that he was on the continent where India is. Because when he look upon the people, he really believes he was in India. It's long after him find out him never there no India. He was on a place where he never even knows it exists because they thought that the world was flat. Because you have some idiot people now who come back with the same foolishness again about the world flat. They thought that the world was shaped like a plate. That if you go too far up, you're going to drop off. This is serious thing. Them don't teach you this in English in a class, but I tell you this. I tell you this. Go investigate it seriously. The Europeans thought that the world was flat. Because when them look out to the sea, them see it say, the sky almost touch their horizon. So if you go far out, too far out, you're going to drop off. As a matter of fact, them usually believe that dragons and all sorts of sea creatures are out there. So this guy now take him ship them, the tree ship them, and decide say, I'm going to go to India. And him end up a travel west. And him reach Anya so. Him land in Haiti. Him land in Espanol, as they used to call it, them land there so. And him actually believes that him was in India. And guess what? He's not in there in the day. But he was traveling west. He was traveling west. It's the west of India. The west of India. Now we African people call ourselves Indian. Because we're not the west. I ain't no Indian. I'm not telling you, so you can identify Indian and Chinese. But in Jamaica, African people can't identify themselves. Because you have Indian, a whole heap of them don't watch it, control the inbound store them. You have the Chinese, a whole heap of them control the supermarket them. African people control the street them down a Kingston, a Selpan street, most of them. So what may I tell you now? If these people is Chinese and them never go to China yet, and these people don't Ochi and Montego Bay is Indian. So who the other people them is? You identify with the land, you identify with the land where them take you and carry you come here so. Not by free will but by force. Nobody never forced Chinese to come here and Indian and them come here from indentured labor. So we come here so now by force. And we prefer to call ourselves the name of the place that Christopher Columbus make a mistake where he think him was a dopey story, total dopey story. And we have to recognize that. That is part of the African history, black history, that we should have really show the youth them that them can come with a different understanding of self. And Marcus Garvey said, if you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. And if you don't understand these things, you're going to be a puppet and a string to the system that do have nothing to do with the upliftment and advancement of the collective. Maybe a little one and two people might go through the keyhole, you know. But we are talking about a collective, just like how the Jews them collectively around the world. The Western world. The Jews them collectively do that. You know, see it? When the Jews them say something, or when the man must control America. The Jews, the man must control America. So when we look on how they move collectively, it's not one and two of them go through, you know. A whole heap of them creep to the tree hole and reach through there. African people sit down here, so sit down all with them sit down, and we can't move collectively. So when one man go through, we are saying, oh, you complain, I say, somebody, they were there. Oprah Winfrey, a billionaire. This is one a millionaire. And you say, you lose them, to say, because them become millionaires, means say we who don't become millionaires, not doing nothing. But the collective thing is what is important, collectively. Or else you're going to come like Mr. Brown who are ride around at the coffin. Or that drop code upon the coffin where Bob Marley that sing about. So, we'll tell you about all them used to chop off the wrist them of the people them in the Congo and the Leopold, and them do it in a Jamaica too and the Caribbean where them send out the native them for do certain things and them now come back with it. Them chop off them wrists or chop off them foot. Right which part them not the whole of them foot, just the part of them I walk on, them chop it off. What them used to do the Native American them. Because, you know, when we are youth, we go a cowboy show, and them as I talk about all the Indian, them scalp the cowboy, them are the cavalry. But guess what? It's white people started first, you know. Yeah, white people used to scalp the Indian them. Just like how them used to chop off. Sometimes the amount of scalp you're carrying make you get recommended for a higher post. Just like even in Jamaica, when the soldier them come in with the amount of scalp, you know, say, boy, right, that scalp, the wrist them, you know, say, well, you're going to get some promotion. Well, it's the same thing with these people in America. The so-called cowboy, them will look for, when the Native American, them will fight them for them land, where them got teeth. Them start to scalp the Indian them and carry go back at them town, carry go back at them fort. Go show say, well, see ya, look how much Indian them kill, look how much Indian them scalp. And the Indian them say, all right, watch me, I don't know. And start scalp them. But guess what? When you watch a cowboy show, you'll never know that. You'll never know that. Them cut off the wrist of people, cut off them and scalp them. In other countries, them find all sorts of ways to do evil things to black people and Native Americans. Why you're part of the taxi man them? Long time I not talk to you, you know. Yes. We know son of there on the yard now still. Sorry. Hush. I know son still on the yard. That's how it go. Why you part of the security guard them, who know they are them yard now, a guard at a people place. I wonder who going guard the guard. Why you the carpenter them who have them own thing in them yard and still make chair and table in the night, so because them in them yard and nobody can see them there on the road. Yeah man, why you all the people them who dep on the street right now and do have nowhere to go, but no say them hear the program through a little fence or upon a radio in somewhere. Yes, we want the police them to take it easy with the people them, you know. No go on like saying we don't have people too, you know. We don't have people too. You understand? Nobody go on like we don't have people too. You see man per road, you don't have to find out where the man come from. Nobody come tell him about him not go lick him because he's not supposed to be on the road. No go so, you know. Because the man could have come from somewhere where it's very important that him did go there. You understand? A man could have drive, go hospital with somebody. A man could have drive or go somewhere with somebody now and I come forward and you can stop him. It's a serious thing. Because you go to the hospital and wait for the doctor and all them way there and time go out and you can't leave the patient, you can't leave your family member. And then now you drive out and as you drive out, so go down the road, police stop you and say, you shouldn't be on the road and talk about him and prosecute you. You don't have to know what you do, you know. You don't have to know what you do. Yes, you don't have to know what you do. Yes, you listen to the man called Dennis Brown, man. For those of you who just joined us in the 1 o'clock hours, yeah, we're featuring Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, and Derek Harriott music. You know the way you call the reggae month or so, because we never get to play them when them actual birthday did come, but we choose today to do it. Plus, in between the music, we're giving you some facts and historical things as it relates to African people. Yes, We talk about the Moors. We talk about Christopher Columbus and the mistake we make to reach us. So. We talk about Mansa Musa, the richest man ever lived. Well, people don't know about him, but you can go Google him. Mansa Musa, yes. The Moors who occupy Granada in Spain for 700 years. You can Google them too, the Moors. There's a book named The Moors of Spain. It's a very important book for read. As we say, you know, they used to tell me, say, reading make it the man. But the things that we like for read was to really big them up and uplift them. But we never get nothing for read about ourselves. Now we get books to read. We're supposed to read it. And if we can't read it and we have no time for reading, we must Google it because we have an iPhone in front of it more than anything else. Yeah, some people look on them iPhone more than them look on them eye. And them nose. And them nose, they're right in front of them and them don't even know them nose look. So you can't say you don't know again, you know. As you hear things, right now, as me hear certain things, you know. Me I watch some movie, I mean, I understand what the man I say, and the word them call. Me just take up my phone and look, so bam, bam, and just Google it, you know. Yeah, man. Me have shut on my phone as me hear music, so I want to know it again. Just bam, and just know, so well, the music there's the music there. That's important as science and technology today. Can't say we don't know again. This is the age of knowledge. Them I call my phone. Look how they can't call my phone for go up on the ear. And I can't call my phone for me talk to them. Me dep on the ear. People, we hear the most distressing news a while ago. Unbelievable news we just hear a while ago. A man just called for me play a Uri tune. And we hear say Uri dead. Oh, wow, man.
Yeah. This is not a Uri say.
Passway.
Iowa FM is Roots Rock Reggae. Hear this. And all them other little stations there. What me say?
My belly hurt me, Rasta.
A straight reggae.
Yeah. My belly hurt me. Uri. Oh gosh, man. Me I tell you, man. It's that dead thing, yeah? Uri. The man just called him for Uri tune, you know. The man just called him for Uri tune. I'm going to play the Uri tune. Ay, man. I tell you, man, it hurt. No, man. I mean, this. Oh, wow, man. Terrible like this. Uri. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, DJ come out of Jamaica. We just hear say Uri pass away. I mean, that's a blow, a very blow. It's a big blow that, when I say blow, I mean a big blow. This is not a news to go out with, to go to bed with at all. This is not a news to go to bed with. This is not a news to go to bed with. This is a news, I mean, we hear it now. So, I mean, well, people, for those of you listening to me right now, we just get the news that Uri just passed away. Yes, we just get this news here. Oh, wow. Anyway, we are coming off of the year right now and give way for the next man. You know, go give charm. I get confused, I know. I look for a truth to come out. I can't find one. I look for you right through there, one. You right gone. You right gone, you know that? This a lick, this Allah said them time Bob on the pass, you know. No, February, yeah, but last said them time Bob Marley pass, Rasta. And now we hear say you right gone. Oh gosh, man.